Now, should we get a head start on the Legionnaires' trials or head straight for the tombs?
Aspirant, you have passed the trial of Legionnaire Yevenia. Enter and greet the Guardian.
Well, that's one down. Just 3 to go. Reports of outlaws in the area. We should look into this.
You have passed the trial of Legionnaire Artinia, Aspirant. Enter and greet the Guardian.
And the second Guardian has been greeted. Halfway there. Outlaw gangs have been causing trouble. We should look into it. We found the outlaws, all right. Be careful.
The trial of Legionnaire Garnis is complete. You pass the test. Enter, aspirant. Greet the Guardian.
That's the third tomb. Just one left. You know, I'll admit, I'm shocked that Princess Zim's info was any good. want some dominion? I've got a patrol in your area right now. There's the patrol. We need to deal with them.
The trial of Legionnaire Karif is complete. You are worthy. Enter.
Well, phase information said to greet the Guardian, so why don't you try that then? That's the last two. Faye wants a word. Hold on. Linking her in.
Good work. Come back to Fort Tarsis and we'll plan our next step. This is where it gets interesting.
Now here's where it gets fun. Time to make a statement.
Let's see what I can do. Hey, freelancer. I figured you'd be back.
Why is that?
Maybe because we might have the best compounds in the fort. Has anyone ever told you that you've got amazing eyes?
Are you just saying that so I buy something?
You think I'd make that up? What kind of girl do you think I am? Don't answer that. I just think your eyes have an interesting glint. They remind me of Korak's eyes.
Korok's eyes?
Yeah, I got a soft spot for Korak's. I know it's crazy because I'm a regulator and we're supposed to be all business. Right?
I guess, if that's what you say.
Well, that's what my family says. But I don't care. I got dreams of my own. And my dream is to pet a wild baby Korax.
Wouldn't you have to go outside the fort?
I don't care. I'm not scared. And I got a plan.
If that's your dream, then you should go for it.
That's what my cousin Delton said too. So I'm going to do it.
Okay, but remember to be careful. It's dangerous out there.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry. That's why I'm taking Delton. I can't say how he got it, but Delton has an awesome gun. So I think we'll be just fine.
I hope so.
And hey, don't forget to check out our new stock. It's pretty good. As soon as I close up, I'm gonna find Delton and I'm going to pet the baby Korax.
You're a merchant? What are you selling?
You're a freelancer, right?
What gave me away?
The freelancer logo.
Yeah, I was... never mind. Do you need something?
What does it cost to contract you?
It changes depending on the ask.
My grain supplier put his business on hold until he can resolve some sort of family argument.
That's a little out of the freelancer purview, I'm afraid.
Oh, no.
What's going on exactly?
It's my business. My parents are gone, and it's just me now. I'm Mora, by the way. I sell fruits, vegetables, but most of my sales were in grains. Bakeries.
But now your supplier stopped shipping grain because of his family argument.
Right. But I have a solution. At least, I think I have a solution.
What's that?
A farm. An inside farm. Self-sustainable, indoor farming. You never have to go outside the walls. I figured out a way. I did. I built a prototype. Just one seed. But it's sprouting.
Sounds like it would solve your problem. You should make one.
I would, but I don't have the resources. I need support. Financial support.
You might still find the opportunity. Maybe fruit sales will pick up.
Maybe. Still. Thank you for listening. You were very kind to a stranger.
Well, that's the freelancer way. Mostly.
It was good to meet you. And if you ever do need fruit,
I know where to find you. Halleck,
Hey there.
are we on speaking terms?
Depends on what you have to say.
How about we start by breaking the ice? It's been 2 years. What happened?
People go their separate ways. That day in the heart of rage, you forgot about it. Faye and I didn't. Simple as that.
No one could forget that day, Halleck. All those freelancers we lost, it's still on my mind.
Is it? Because you bounced right back.
There was a choice. We're freelancers.
Doesn't mean we're all the same.
We all wear a javelin, don't we?
Oh, no. You don't get to show up out of nowhere and start interrogating me. So how about this? Outside the job, we're just two, I don't know, long-lost cousins getting to know each other again. See what happens.
I'll bite. We start fresh.
Well, some of us are 45 years old, so fresh is being kind. Maybe I'm your uncle.
Maybe we'll even be friends.
Sure, kid, as long as we're pretending. But on the job, don't think I'll go easy on you.
So many things you are doing. Wonderful. I'm curious, what do you remember most? Good times? Bad? What? Honest now.
The best days stick with me. The wins.
That's what life is about, yes? Long time ago, I was out near the Dawn Gates. Stars were very bright. Rain made everything glow. I heard a sound, so strange. I couldn't place it.
What was it?
Children, alone, out in the jungle, far from anything. They were singing.
Children? How did they?
You see, how could I understand this? A strider had been attacked. I brought them home. It was a miracle. Music started. Dancing started.
Saving a bunch of kids. That's a good day.
Yes, a good day. But one of those children, a stranger, was holding his hand.
His parents.
Died aboard that strider. We should represent hope, but there are two sides to our job. When I celebrate my victories with great joy, I know that somewhere there is sadness too.
There's always a cost. It's part of the job.
Yes, but we can't let it stop us. Lost and alone, yet those children sang. You hear me?
I hear you. I've greeted all the Guardians. What happens now?
I've been sorting through the fragments of Legionnaire Leotrell's writing that Sim gave us. A lot of it is unreadable, and what's left is in a kind of code, typical for the Legion of Dawn. If I'm right, this last location should be the one we're hoping for. I'll back you up this time. We can start whenever you're ready.
Got a minute to talk?
Unless you're suited up for a mission, I've got all the time in the world. Honestly, I'm surprised you agreed to take the job from Corvus after everything.
I'll admit, now that I know what I'm doing, I kind of want a rematch with the Heart of Rage.
That was probably not the best mission to take a new freelancer on.
Well, you learn more from failure, right?
We all did. The living, anyway. Although for most, the lesson was stay out of the Heart of Rage.
To be fair, that's a good lesson.
We can't just ignore it and hope it goes away. It's turning everything around Freemark to ash.
Is that why you've been so determined to go back? To stop the cataclysm?
No, but let's say that's why. It sounds better than, I just want to solve the puzzle.
Which part is the puzzle?
Which isn't. Freemark was built on top of the cenotaph. Why? To protect it? To hide it? What happened to awaken it? Did the Dominion intend to unleash the storm? Why didn't they escape? Why did our expedition fail? What knocked our lancers out of the air?
You really think you'll find answers?
Does it matter? The world is filled with mysteries. Chasing the solutions, that's where the fun is.
I'm looking forward to the solution, not getting hung up on failure. I envy that.
That's why you left, isn't it? You got sick of dwelling on the past. I can't blame you. You needed to get out there and chase something you couldn't see.
It means a lot to hear you say that.
I came here from Anthem back in the day. Can you imagine? Beautiful, civilized Anthem. To the frontier. Because I wanted to see what's out here through a Lancer's eyes. In that respect, I think we're alike.
Well, I certainly like seeing through a Lancer's eyes myself.
We're pretty much twins then. Don't worry. I'm sure I can back you up.
Arcanist were talking to us.
And connection established. Strange doing this again.
Just like falling off a wall. You'll remember how it's done, no problem.
That's not what you're supposed to do with walls. Sending you the location now. Shall we? Owen, do you want to link in on this?
No, you've heard what they say about ciphers. One's a party, two's a crowd.
That's not how that saying goes.
Owen.
Right, I'll just hit the amplifier then.
We doing this mission or what?
Where are we going?
The tomb of General Tarsus.
Wait, really? Tarsus herself?
According to Zim, it is.
I'm hoping we find her javelin buried with her. The Javelin of Dawn. You know the story of General Tarsus and the mountain.
That's a children's tale. She fights a storm monster and steals his voice to make a sword.
Yes, but you have to admit, the Heart of Rage is a monster.
Fair point.
You should be getting close to the tomb.
You really think the monster General Tarsus fought was the cenotaph?
Honestly, I can't wait to find out. Picking up Dominion chatter in the area. Watch your back. I've got Halleck practically climbing my amplifier to watch.
You think this is really it? The General's tomb?
Let's find out.
Be careful. Just because humans couldn't find the tomb all these years doesn't mean it's empty. Scorpions. There must be a nest.
There won't be for long. door open?
The control mechanism must be inside this room. Take another look around for me. That's the control for the lock. See what you can do with it. That's it.
You know, I think mourners would have gathered in this room. There should be an honored guard. At least 4 Lancers. Standing over there. No one here now. There's us. Do right by the general in there, Lancer.
More scorpions? Damn it! Clean out these pests. How many are nesting in here? All of them?
The Legion sealed this place up tight.
Of course they did. They were protecting their leader's resting place. We need might be nearby. The answers to the puzzle must be near the pedestals. Try searching around.
Bay? No sign of a javelin, but I think we just found General Tarsus.
They marked her grave with her signet. A Lancer to the end.
It's really hers. You know what this means? It could open the Fortress of Dawn.
Faye, we have a complication.
He's a cipher projection, a strong one.
Hello again, Freelancer. Happy to see you.
What do you want?
Same as you. I want her javelin. The one that conquered the Heart of Rage.
Why? You a history buff?
Someone's got to inherit what she left behind. I deserve to carry on her legacy.
He's stalling. We can use that. Keep him talking while I break into Dominion communications.
You think you're the next General Tarsus? Well, I had no idea the Dominion was that delusional.
We don't need to be enemies, Freelancer. You think I even give one damn about the Cenotaph or the Heart of Rage? All I want is the Anthem of creation. Imagine all the good that we could do. We decide what's best for the world. The power of pure creation at our fingertips. More important than General Tarsus.
What happens to the people of Bastion matters more to me.
If they're so damn precious to you, have them. Just give me the Javelin of Dawn. One rusty old javelin in exchange for all those lives? That's generous, don't you think?
He's trying to trace your location. I'm picking up Dominion soldiers in the area.
No, there is no javelin. Get glitched.
Dominion forces are already in the tomb. Get out fast. You can't lose the signet. Time to arrive.
Nobody from Fort Tarsus will get here in time. We're on our own. How's it look, Faye?
The tomb is clear, but there are more outside.
They don't give up, do they? Outside, did you mean all the Dominion?
Just run. You need to get out of there. Fast. You're in the clear, I think.
That was close. I'm getting really sick of that guy.
I'll admit, I didn't expect us to run into this much trouble. I expected dangerous wildlife. Maybe scars.
That's the second time I've run into the Monitor. I think I'd actually prefer nursings. I'm back. With the Signet even.
Good work. Let's get you inside.
Well, I didn't think you were going to make it.
Get those brackets up to the cockpit and lock the control panel down.
Amplifier is secure.
Check the breakers.
Done. Got him when I came in.
Well, I guess you're good for something. Besides getting the Monitor on our trail.
Wait, seriously?
That's hilarious, mate, because... the cockpit is secure.
This job is hard enough without looking over our shoulders the whole time.
I'm not taking the blame for this. The Monitor was chasing you, not me.
And without us, you wouldn't have found the General's signet?
Admit it. You needed me. You still need me.
Need you. I don't need anyone.
Save it. We have more important things to discuss. The Monitor is after the Anthem.
Faye.
People think the Dominion are after the Cenotaph power, but the Cenotaph is nothing. The Anthem of creation is everything. To control it is everything.
Okay, but what could he even do with it?
What could he do with the power of life and death, creation and destruction?
He would be a god.
Faye, even if the Anthem can do all that, it's not like there's a manual.
No one can control the Anthem. The Shapers couldn't. The Dominion can't.
Listen to me! He's heard it. I know he has. It's in his voice. I can just... Feel it. He won't stop. He'll never stop unless he figures it out. I know he won't.
Okay, you know what? One thing I think we can all agree on is it's getting pretty dangerous out there, right? And since Faye has the whole cipher thing under control, why don't I watch your backs from the field?
Owen.
What about this whole javelin here? Look, I could pilot this.
No. No. That's mine. Custom built. You couldn't even walk in it.
Bro, I could
No! You have no idea what the Heart of Rage can do to a person.
I'll be fine.
Really? Have you ever fought anything out there? Scars, a chimera.
I would learn along the way.
Owen, remember Princess Sims? The disaster? You almost died.
At least let me try.
You are a cipher. Almost every cipher who's been near that storm has gone mad. We put you on a javelin, try to reach the cenotaph. You'll get us all killed.
Now isn't the time for this.
Okay. Got it.
Well, crap.
I'll give him some time. He's got to learn for himself what he can and cannot do.
I suppose so.
Listen. You were right.
About what, exactly?
If I'm honest, I'm not ready to deal with the Dominion Lancers on my own.
Well, it's not like anybody would be ready for that.
We need you if we're gonna pull this off. So welcome aboard.
Alec, thanks.
I'll get the Strider moving.
Come see me when you're ready.
What's next? The Fortress of Dawn? You're always 10 steps ahead, Faye. Fill me in.
I can use the signet of General Tarsis to unseal the gate. Whatever she knew about the cenotaph must be inside, along with her javelin.
Will that old suit of armor really get us through the Heart of Rage?
It's our best shot.
What do you want me to do? Just stand in the corner and look pretty again?
Keep an eye out for the monitor.
And if he shows up?
No one can get inside the fortress but us. Whatever turns up, I'll make sure we're ready for it.
Good luck with that.
Owen, hey.
Here we go. That's the next thing.
Everything's clear. Head for the Fortress of Dawn. With the General's signet, I should be able to pass you off as a Lancer of the Legion of Dawn.
Whoa, there she is.
up turrets. We need to take them down.
Damn it, they've got a grounder.
That means they'll be entrenched up ahead. Be careful. There's no way they put all that over the bridge. They must be gating in.
Better shut them down.
There's many energy signatures in the courtyard. Head for the fortress doors. The gate's connected to those anchors. Break that and we shut this down. That's it. Take them all out and we can cut off the Dominion reinforcements. Good work. Don't let up. I'm not picking up any more anchors. You're good to target the gate itself.
Nice work. Look at that thing burn. Was that Trace from Halleck?
Find the locking mechanism. If I'm right, the general signet should open the door just like a key.
Welcome to the Fortress of Dawn. I can't believe we're seeing this.
You're the first to stand in this spot for centuries.
Look around. I want to see all of it.
I've seen this design before.
Behold the doors of might. Whosoever wishes them open, place your signet. The trial of might shall separate the weak from the worthy. So says Arden Vasa.
Arden Vasa? Is that really his voice? Over there. That looks like you could plug the signet in, doesn't it?
Only one way to find out.
You think yourself worthy to claim a place among the Legion of Dawn Knights? Then know this. A true Legionnaire must be tested. The greatest of us all, Helena Tarsis, lured her foes into battle at a place of her choosing. There, she brought them ruin and destruction through strength and guile. Prove yourself. Walk the path of General Tarsis. Bring forth your greatest foe. May your might prevail against the darkness.
Faye? What just happened? Faye?
The Urgoth brought death and misery upon countless generations. Strongest of the foes of humanity, Tarsis made it her life's work to shatter their grip upon the world. Urgoth outnumbered the Legion 100 to 1, and yet we had no fear. For our general held a secret power, and she knew to wait for the right moment to unleash it. think yourself worthy to claim a place among the Legion of Dawn Knights? Then know this. A true Legionnaire must be tested. The greatest of us all, Helena Tarsis, lured her foes into battle at a place of her choosing. There, she brought them ruin and destruction through strength and guile. Prove yourself. Walk the path of General Tarsis. Bring forth your greatest foe. May your might prevail against the darkness.
Faye, what just happened? Faye?
the General Signet, I should be able to pass you off as a Lancer of the Legion of Dawn.
Whoa, there she is. Fortress of Dawn. Damn it, they got a grounder.
That means they'll be entrenched up ahead. Be careful. They've set up turrets. We need to take them down. One less turret to worry about. There's no way they can all that over the bridge. They must be gating in.
Better shut them down.
There's many energy signatures in the courtyard. Head for the fortress doors. That's it. Take them all out and we can cut off the Dominion reinforcements. The gate's connected to those anchors. Break that and we shut this down. Good to those anchors. Break that and we'll shut this down. Good work. Don't let up. The gate's connected to those anchors. Break that and we shut this down. The gate's connected to those anchors. Break that and we shut this down. Good work. Don't let up. I'm not picking up any more anchors. You're good to target the gate itself.
Nice work. Look at that thing burn. Was that praise from Helen?
Find the locking mechanism. If I'm right, the general signet should open the door just like a key.
Welcome to the Fortress of Dawn. I can't believe we're seeing this.
You're the first to stand in this spot for centuries. Look around. I want to see all of it.
I swear I've seen this design before.
Behold the doors of might. Whosoever wishes them open, place your signet. The trial of might shall separate the weak from the worthy. So says Arden Vasa.
Arden Vasa? Is that really his voice? Over there. That looks like you could plug the signet in, doesn't it?
Only one way to find out.
You think yourself worthy to claim a place among the Legion of Dawn Knights? Then know this. A true Legionnaire must be tested. The greatest of us all, Helena Tarsis, lured her foes into battle at a place of her choosing. There, she brought them ruin and destruction through strength and guile. Prove yourself, Walk the path of General Tarsis. Bring forth your greatest foe. May your might prevail against the darkness.
Faye, what just happened? Faye?
You think yourself worthy to claim a place among the Legion of Dawn Knights? Then know this. A true Legionnaire must be tested. The greatest of us all, Helena Tarsis, lured her foes into battle at a place of her choosing. There, she brought them ruin and destruction through strength and guile. Prove yourself. Walk the path of General Tarsis. Bring forth your greatest foe. May your might prevail against the darkness.
Faye, what just happened? Faye?
The Urgoth brought death and misery upon countless generations. Strongest of the foes of humanity, Tarsis made it her life's work to shatter their grip upon the world. The Urgoth outnumbered the Legion 100 to 1, and yet we had no fear, for our general held a secret power, and she knew to wait for the right moment to unleash it. Urgoth fell upon us like night itself. Then, Tarsis unleashed the voice of heaven upon them. The mountains bowed to her will. In a great chorus of thunder, humanity's foe was crushed. You passed the test. Before your might, the greatest of foes crumble. Yet more trials lie before you, Lancer. Go forth. May the path lead you to the dawn.
There. Connections re-established. Where were you?
I fought a Titan, but I never left this spot somehow.
It's a gateway device. That's why I lost our link.
Whatever it was, I used up real ammo in there. Another part of the legend of General Tarsus?
It's likely another gateway device. Be ready.
The path comes to an end for you here, as it did for our general, as it does for us all. Your inevitable death awaits you, Lancer. Go forth to face it.
Wait, the path comes to an end? Is this the last stand of General Tarsus?
To helpless Anthem, Tarsus took only a handful of knights. They had swiftness, but the enemy had overwhelming strength, and yet Tarsus held her ground. Pass, the Legionnaires stood against the might of the Urgoth Horde. For if they wavered, if their fragile line broke, Anthem would fall, and countless others with it.
Legend of General Tarsus?
It's likely another gateway device.
The path comes to an end for you here, as it did for our general, as it does for us all. Your inevitable death awaits you, Lancer. Go forth to face it.
Wait, the path comes to an end? Is this the last stand of General Tarsus?
Race her enemy to helpless Anthem, Tarsus took only a handful of knights. They had swiftness, but the enemy had overwhelming strength, and yet Tarsus held her ground. Legionnaires stood against the might of the Urgoth Horde. For if they wavered, if their fragile line broke, Anthem would fall, and countless others with it.
Part of the legend of General Tarsus.
It's likely another gateway device. Be ready.
The path comes to an end for you here, as it did for our general, as it does for us all. Your inevitable death awaits you, Lancer. Go forth to face it.
Wait, the path comes to an end? Is this the last stand of General Tarsus?
To race her enemy to helpless Anthem, Tarsus took only a handful of knights. They had swiftness, but the enemy had overwhelming strength. And yet, Tarsus held her ground. The Legionnaires stood against the might of the Urgoth Horde. For if they wavered, if their fragile line broke, Anthem would fall, and countless others with it. Tarsus met the Urgoth leader in battle and was struck a mortal blow. Even as Tarsus knew her life was ending, she fought on. As her life's blood ebbed, she drove the enemy back. You passed the test. Under the weight of inevitable death, you did not break. Arise and go forth, Lancer. One more trial awaits you. May the path lead you to the door.
You're back. What happened?
I reenacted the Battle of Anthem, except with the Dominion instead of Urgoth, I think.
You've never seen a real Urgoth. The trial is like a pattern, and your mind fills in the details.
I'm fighting my own memories? And they're kicking the crap out of me. Great.
Behold the doors of valor. Whosoever wishes them open, place your signet. The trial of valor shall separate the true Lancers from the false. So says Arden Vassar.
Faye, I don't know if I can do this. I don't have much left. My armor's a mess, I'm running low on ammo, and who knows what's next.
Hey, this is what freelancers are all about. You can do this.
I hope so.
Wait, where's my javelin?
You come to the final test. Prove your valor. A great calamity dwelled in the heart of the land, threatening to unweave the fabric of the world itself. So Helena Tarsis set forth to meet it in its own lair, where it was strongest, to end its rampage forever. Go forth, Lancer. Seek out and stop disaster in its tracks, if you dare.
How? I don't even have a weapon.
You don't need one.
You're out of time! Silence it!
It's not working.
You're about to get eaten! I'll put you back into it! Got it!
The path of valor is well-traveled ground for you, I think.
I can't move.
Your suit's overheating.
I'm gonna die!
Stay calm or you'll lock up.
Gun won't fire! This is bad!
You have been tested. Again and again.
Get back to the Strider. This mission is over.
Look at this thing! We have to silence the Cenotaph.
We have to get out of here.
Think about Miller and Adair. All the others. You being a coward.
I'm no coward.
You're past the point of testing now. There is only one place left for you to go.
Remember this. Might can conquer a moment. Resolve can outlast a day. But valor must renew with every dawn. Walk the path, Lancer of the Legion.
You're back. That was fast.
Actually, that trial took 2 years to get through.
But you passed?
So far. Is that what I think it is? I'm getting a closer look.
Be careful.
The javelin of General Tarsus. Something's wrong here. What?
Faye, Alec, I can barely hear you. Faye, you seeing this? Faye, are you there?
Faye can't hear you.
Owen!
Oh dear. Javelin not working, huh? That's a shame. Click.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, come on, mate. Isn't it obvious? Hello, gorgeous. finally my time. No more waiting, no more putting me on the sideline. If I side with a monitor, he'll leave the fort alone.
How can you help the Dominion? You know what they've done!
I know exactly what they've done. I can't beat them.
Owen, stop! Damn it! Oh, this is bad. Go ahead. Rip me a new one.
Could be better, yeah. Amplifier's glitching, and I'm not sure what that son of a bitch did to the motor. Strider's frozen in place until we get it fixed.
What about Faye? She all right?
I'm analyzing the damage to the Strider's system.
Hey, no talking until I get the connection fixed. Do you want to start a fire?
So, we're stuck here while Owen gets away. I thought things couldn't get any worse.
Ah, slow down, will you? Right now, you're in no shape to go chasing after him. Give me a hand with this, would you?
We need to get the Strider moving. We need to do something to stop them.
Flyers. See, that has always been your problem. You focus on what's up ahead instead of where you are.
Where I am is in the middle of the mess I made. I brought Owen aboard, and look what happened.
Tape. How do you think you did this by yourself? Lone hero screws up again. Give me the... damn. Yeah. This is my Strider. Nobody boards without my say-so. Hell, Faye can read people like a book, and she didn't even see this one coming soon enough. Try the connection now. You're a damn good freelancer. The best I've ever seen, maybe. But you're not smarter than me and Faye put together, and you don't have eyes in the back of your head. Quit jumping in front of bullets that ain't been fired.
They have the Javelin, so what? We watch while a monitor captures the cenotaph?
I'm sorry, I got distracted. I should have caught the sabotage during my routine armor checks.
Enough guilt, you're both killing me. We got work to do.
What work? It's over.
No, not quite. The Javelin they stole won't work. I got a good look at the General's armor. It's like no Javelin I've ever seen. I can only speculate on what some of the systems did or might still do.
Faye, just spill it already.
I think most of the seals are key to the General's signet.
And the Dominion can't run the suit properly without it.
Slows them down, but doesn't help us any.
Slowing them down might be enough. I had the info we pulled from the Fortress of Dawn's library, and I got that up-close look at the Javelin itself.
Wait, Faye, are you suggesting we build our own Javelin of Dawn?
Not the whole Javelin, just the relevant seals, but yes.
Give me the plans, I can build it.
So you're Arden Vassa for us now.
Why not? I've built whole javelins from scraps before. Now we're just gonna make a couple seals. Might have to jump over a few flaming chimeras first, but we'll get it done.
Hey, flaming chimera jumping is chapter 1 of the Freelancer Handbook.
Get your javelin ready. I got a drive to fix. We're still in this race, people. Oy, 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 oy.
Hey, Zell. Keep him busy?
You're not the only one that keeps me on my toes.
Just your favorite?
Of course.
What's on the docket? Basic repairs?
Always. Plus, I'm refurbishing the inner lining of Wraith's javelin. And Sentinel Hayden's getting extra lumbar support whether he likes it or not. It's an easy ad.
Your work would go faster without the extra fluff.
That fluff makes life better out there, whether you notice it or not. I like to think that matters. Especially since my son told me he's going to be a freelancer.
How old is he?
11. He'll want to be a dozen things before I have to worry. But I still worry.
There are risks, sure, but there's nothing like being out there helping people, seeing the world, flying. It's not the worst dream for a kid to have.
You're not wrong. The world's chaos. If he can dream about good things that could come out of it, why not let him? Tomorrow we'll want to be a Koroks teamer anyway.
Besides, if he becomes a freelancer, you'll have his suit in top shape. That should give you some peace of mind.
Not sure that works when you're the pilot's mother. It barely works with the rest of you.
Because we're your favorites?
Always.
We're really gonna build our own Javelin of Dawn? You think we can pull this off?
What I say about looking too far ahead. Focus on the here and now. Right now, we need materials and information. That means we need connections.
Corvus gave me this job. Can't they help us out?
When was the last time government agency got anything done fast?
Point taken. So, connections. Who do we need?
Arcanists are the obvious one. Weird and impossible are their specialties.
I already have an Arcanist contact, Matthias Sumner. I'll see what he can do for us.
Good. Next is the Sentinels. They've got javelins, parts, and contacts in Anthem. Fortunately, there's a Sentinel Dax who's been looking for you. She's supposed to be a bigwig of some sort. Might be just what we need.
Huh. What's an important Sentinel want with me?
Worth finding out, right? Meanwhile, there's plenty of other stuff you can find for the shield.
What do we need?
We need materials. And they're not easy to get. Faye gave me a list. We need some kind of metal that's only found inside the heart of a Titan.
Have to hunt down a Titan? You weren't kidding about the not easy part.
Scars are always scavenging around Shaper ruins. They might have found our metal too.
Your run-of-the-mill Scar won't have a Titan heart stashed away.
A Scar I might. Maybe Luminary, if you can find one. Don't know if that's worse than Titan hunting, really.
Great. So I'll either go hunt a Titan or just ask a Luminary very politely for it. No problem.
Hey, we got this. Just do one thing at a time, yeah? Hey there. Piece of advice?
Okay, where do I start? Your temper can get to...
No, I'm saying from me to you.
Oh, sure. What have you got?
This fight with the Monitor, burn it into your brain. Someday it'll be the good old days. The legend that gets freelancers excited. And reminds you what badass feels like.
Thanks, Alec, but I've got badass covered already.
Ha! Listen to you.
Just saying.
Saying ain't the same as doing. Old man Halleck here defined the badass. That rogue Ursix that terrorized Shadow Gap Trench? I put the final bullet in its brain. Or that battle of Wyvern Horde at Indigo Vale? I was there.
Yeah? What was it like?
A dozen freelancers dropped in from above. Down a sheer cliff, landed in a circle on an outcropping. Nothing but death below. No margin for error. Had to surround them. 12 pairs of boots hit the ground in unison. 12 guns started blazing. And a bunch of Wyvern died wishing they never met a freelancer. It was magnificent.
So what happened, Halleck? How'd you go from that to...
What?
Talking about being badass instead of doing it?
Who says I stopped? Soon as my javelin's running, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Looking forward to it. See you later, Halleck.
You're back. Wonderful. I get flashes of inspiration whenever we chat.
Really? That's good, right?
Oh, yes. You know, my mentor had strong feelings about inspiration and the gathering thereof. Inspiration must be seized, Matthias, she'd say. Grab it by the throat and don't let go. Well, she didn't actually say throat, but something else. Philo Ray had no time for propriety.
Philo Ray taught you? I've heard she was a brilliant arcanist.
And the reason I'm not dead in a ditch.
How did you meet?
I, robbed her.
That really was not what I was expecting.
She was a fancy lady, I was a street kid. What would you have done?
Smiled. Melted her heart with urchin-y charm.
Charm? Not me, not at that age. I was all knees and teeth. I didn't have any options. Thievery it was. And she had a case of very shiny things. Shaper relics. I didn't realize the danger. I got lucky, nothing blew up when I took it apart. But Phyla had followed me. It was impossible for an unschooled vagrant to silence a relic, she said.
That made her want to teach you?
I think so. She never explained. Maybe it was the way I handled the relic. It took her an hour to convince me to go with her.
I'd have jumped at the chance. Why didn't you?
I didn't trust her.
What changed your mind?
She sat with me and explained the relics. She told me I could be an arcanist. She was kind. No one had been kind to me in years. She was the first to call me a prodigy. Damn, I miss her. Anyway, You're probably busy. We can talk later. Wonderful you have some time to help. I have several things that need attention, especially finding more of those runes. Heard Tassin mumbling about the Dominion? Did you know I once hid in a mound of rotting fungus to avoid one of their patrols? Rashes for days.
Good to see you.
The freelancer that survived the Heart of Rage? I thought you'd be...
What?
I thought you'd be bigger. Hey! Thief! One sec. Go! I was 3 steps away, Carney. You had no chance. I got this! Everything's fine. Hey!
We can do this later.
My aunt disappeared in the jungle.
I'm sorry to hear that. I don't find missing
It
people.
was 10 years ago. She's dead now.
I don't find missing corpses either.
That's not what I'm after. Ever heard of the Emerald Abyss? A jungle region where dozens of people have vanished. Including my aunt, a royal cartographer. without a trace.
A royal cartographer.
Not just any, the best. Beautiful. My aunt left a journal. She was onto something big. No. Legend has it, the first time anyone vanished in the Emerald Abyss was the same day the Heart of Rage appeared.
That's why I'm here.
Right. That time you went into the Heart, yeah, an entire merchant caravan was never heard from again.
My lady.
My aunt's journal proves there's a connection between the Heart of Rage and the Emerald Abyss. One of the world's biggest mysteries just waiting for us to solve. So, you in?
I need to see that journal.
Sentinel Dax.
Damn it. Don't go anywhere. Commander!
What is going on here?
Keeping the streets safe, sir. Notice this undesirable entering the premises. Stole that citizen's bag.
That is not your job. You file reports. At your desk, you... It's no matter. Your family has ordered you home.
To Anthem?
Immediately.
Beautiful.
Come with me. Now!
I'll contact your cipher. We'll set up a meet, explain everything, okay?
There she goes. Lady Adaxia Mirava Ladell. Third in line for the throne of Anthem. A glorious sight.
What? You mean Dax?
Of course. Lady Adaxia is the most eligible unmarried woman in the world. She will be mine.
How'd it go with Sentinel Dax?
You could have told me I was meeting royalty.
Where's the fun in that?
Dax gave us a location outside the walls. Meet her there when you're ready.
Sometimes sauce can be the worst thing, you know? Hey, good to see you. You're a freelancer, right?
I think you knew that.
I never assume. Like, I'm a laundryman now, right? But not very long ago, I was a cleaning guy. I figured you were like me, always on the move.
We're not that alike.
Sure we are. Anyway, you know Yarrow, right? That super old freelancer?
Sure, I know Yarrow.
You think you know him, but did you hear about him and the Tesla?
No, and I should be going.
Ah, too bad. Hey, do you have time for lunch?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, we're both so busy, huh? So, all right, I'll see you around.
Hey, welcome back to Uncle Vonnie's.
Thanks.
Some exclusive alloys and compounds came in this week. I can't say how we obtained them, but your Javelin will thank you if you pick some up.
You're very persuasive, Serena.
Thanks, I've been practicing. I'm glad you're here. I want to tell you about my Koroks adventure.
Oh yeah, I want to hear what happened.
Okay, so it was a beautiful day, and it took us a while, but we finally found a baby Koroks. When I started to pet him, he looked at me with all his eyes, and he made the most adorable grunting sound, which, in retrospect, was probably a call of some kind, because his mom showed up, and whoa, she was mad. And so quick.
Were you hurt?
That was the weird thing. I was petting the baby, but his mom only went after my cousin Dalton. He had his gun, but that Koroks was on him hard and fast.
Is he okay?
Here's the thing, he took a good hit and he flew a long way. But when he got up, nothing was broken. And he didn't even have a mark on him. Lucky, huh? But he started peeing blood yesterday, so he's gonna have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, he probably should.
On the bright side, I did get to pet a baby Koroks.
That's something.
It sure is. Oh, don't forget about that new stock we brought in.
I'll try not to.
Good timing. We just got some excellent new stuff.
here, there were banners hanging in the enclave. I wonder when they all came down.